bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews. Let's have some fun with the Bum Wine Crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
All right. This is Bum Wine Bob. Wait to an all-new edition of Bumming with Bobcat. We are streaming here live on the Bum Wine Bob YouTube channel. So if you're here watching us live, grab yourself a drink and cheers. But if you're listening to us or watching us in the archives, we're available on all your favorite podcast apps. Tell your friends to smash that subscribe button on the Bum Wine Bob YouTube channel as we keep creeping along and trying to gain those followers and tell them that they can find the best of the worst in cheap booze, the bottom shelf, bum wine, beers, 40s, malt liquor, all the stuff that you grew up on, we cover here on the podcast. And this week, we are getting ready. We are a mere hours away from the kickoff of the 2024 NFL season. So we're doing some drinking and some drafting here tonight on the podcast. But first, we will bring in Mr. I know who he's going to pick with it. Actually, I'm not too sure who would be his first round pick, but Roadhouse is here. I was going to say Mr. Colt 45 with the first overall pick, but I know you have some other favorites with you there, so I know it's going to be a tough choice for you.
Yep. You know, we're drawing to the end of summer and it's coming in, it's getting cooler, leaves are changing, the buzz is in the air, and my liver is not enjoying this season. It's that time of year.
Well, yeah, you say you can kind of, it's not really going to get a reprieve either. It just goes from summer drinking season to fall drinking season to winter drinking season.
I've been training all year.
Yeah, training all year for this because now it's NFL season.
Yes.
And Thursdays, Fridays, Sundays, Mondays, whatever day of the week they throw a game on, people are going to be out there drinking and eating.
Yeah.
So you never know what you're going to get. But it's not just us here this week to cover the kickoff to the 2024 NFL season. We are bringing in the expert here with us. You know him as a great friend of the show. He's been on here countless amount of times in the past. I think we did miss a kickoff preview last year with him just due to scheduling, but you know him as the man behind the Krüde Tube on the YouTube channel, where you can hear his hot NFL takes on the regular. We have the one and only Kapn Krüde is here. Krüde, man, how you doing?
Hey guys.
See,
on a Wednesday night.
Welcome back.
Great to have you back.
It's a Labatt night. You guys all see that?
Hey. Yeah, I see that. Okay. We got the Labatt there. I was pre-gaming here with a little Miller Lite to get me started here because I made a stop on my way home today, and I went to the cooler, and they had this nice 12-pack of the New York Jets, the official, a proud partner of the New York Jets with their JETS, Jets, packaging. So, I'm a sucker for that. So I had to pick up the 12-pack of the.
Does it come with free baby powder?
You should for that.
Maybe Gold Bond.
No, I thought Woody Johnson would throw in some of his Johnson & Johnson baby powder. No,
I don't know. You can there isn't something on here. You can scan and enter for a chance to win something. I don't even know what the prize is.
A Hess truck.
That jet.
It doesn't even say. It just says, hey, no purchase or scan necessary. Go to MillerLiteFootball.com to see what kind of prizes. So let's see here. MillerLiteFootball.com. What exactly are we entering to win here? Let's see. Oh, you can get a $25 Venmo payment. Grand prizes, a $2,000 check to create your very own home theater, a Miller Lite branded grill, a JJ Watt signed jersey and virtual Q&A, or $500 to host the ultimate football party. And then daily prizes are the $25 Venmo payment. So we'll
Not
see.
bad.
We'll see.
Scan away.
Yep, scan away, get your prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
Well,
Roadhouse, what did you bring along there to?
I was going
crack
through the
open
fridge
today?
and realized that I was totally out of beer. So I got frantic for a minute, and then I realized I had found a couple of these over the weekend, new Four Loco Gold cans. So I wasn't anticipating drinking this tonight, but I have no choice now. So
That's all I had.
I'm going for it.
Hey, go for the gold, man. Go
Go
big.
for the gold, yeah.
Go big or go home. Right?
But, I'm digging this bedazzled can.
I know
Here.
they're recently designed. Cheers. Look, you already got our friends over at Corner Pub Sports are laughing at the Loco Gold over there.
Yeah.
Isn't that your sponsor?
That is, hey,
It is, yeah.
laughing at it there.
There's-
See,
There's no laughing at Four Loco. What's wrong with these guys?
see, look
I
at
am
that. Then we got
sponsored by Four
stickers
Loko.
right there. You see, only the best right there.
It's been a long
Well,
time
if
since
the
I've had a
Jets-
Gold.
If the Jets don't make the Super Bowl, do you have that tattooed on your ass?
Well, it's funny. I was wearing this hat to my fantasy football draft the other day, and all my friends are like, "Did you get that made down at the boardwalk?"
Yes.
They're like,
Yeah,
"This
yeah.
looks like some cheap ass
Yeah.
airbrush thing." I'm like, "No, like this is from Four Loko. They sent this." Like bullshit, man. You made that hat yourself. You made.
It is that, that style that makes, airbrushed. It's great.
Yeah, I'm
See,
looking at that. I'm like, damn, it looks like a cheap tattoo, you know?
It is a cheap hat. 'Cause my friends
Yeah.
like
I
they
mean,
put that they gave you that on one of those like you call it the grandpa hats. It's got the foam here, it's got the little
Hey,
band here, and then the
hey,
mesh there. So yeah, I mean
Yeah.
you got
I'm wearing the ultimate grandpa hat. My son bought this hat for me and gave it to me over the weekend. And it says, "Play Freebird."
play Freebird.
But it's that old grandpa style hat. I love it.
Yeah, hey, there's no shame in that. No shame in that. But I didn't just bring along the Miller Lite here. That was just kind of an appetizer because I was out there, searching around, and something caught my eye. It's not on the level of a Four Loco,
Okay.
but it was something unique that I came across, and it was mainly because of the can and what the flavor was. And this is a orange creamsicle flavor was hard cider. So look at that there. So this is something different. I have a better picture of it here. I can post up so you can see it there. So this is what it is. Yeah, 1911 established orange creamsicle, premium small batch hard cider, handcrafted in New York, made from 100% fresh cider, tree to can, gluten free, 6.9% ABV. So I saw this on the shelf, and I'm a sucker for anything orange cream. A creamsicle is always one of my go-to flavors. So I saw it a little pricey. I mean, this is a 19.2 ounce can, and it was I think it was $3.49. So a little above the usual budget for the beverages, but I figured why not go all out here tonight and give something a little bit different a shot. Smells good. So, cheers.
Cheers. I'm excited for this one.
That's not bad. Not bad. It's got the cider taste with a little tint of the orange creamsicle with it too. So not bad.
Creamsicle.
There's no
like
pumpkin in there, right?
No. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Orange and cream like a midsummer night's dream. Perfect for picnic days and sunny days. The tried and true flavors of decadent vanilla and tangy orange have teamed up to bring you 1911 Orange Creamsicle Hard Cider, your favorite ice cream truck classic in a can.
Nice.
From the Burke and Skiff, or Beak Burke. I don't know where I got Burke from, but Beak and Skiff Apple Orchards. Something different.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, screw it. Let's give it a shot here today.
Yeah, I try to find those every time I get an orange creamsicle type beverage like that. Seems to always disappoint me.
Mhm.
So, I just
It is few and far
so much.
between. I've had some because you're like you want to get that flavor. Who doesn't love a nice
I
creamsicle?
know it.
And that flavor is so hard to put into a can to drink.
Yeah. I mean, it's best when it comes out of that toilet paper roll when you push up pop.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're getting fancy over there, pouring out the
I
gold
wanted
into
to see,
see the
this is
color.
kind of like the Red Bull flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Red Bull.
it'll give you wings. They ain't the right
will.
ones.
Yeah. It'll get you where you need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I love Four Locos. If it didn't have so much fucking sugar in it. I love all the flavors really that I've had. Just so heavy.
You got to space them out, just like they're saying here. Loco on a weeknight is brave.
Respect to the 13.9%. And I honestly want to drink more than one can. I know it's a bad mistake. I would be fine with it dropping ABV so I could enjoy more of them.
You gotta go out to where is it? Is it Idaho or Iowa? One of those states where they have the
8%.
like the 8% or the 10%
Yeah.
for locos because they can't legally sell them higher out there. You got to go out there, stock up on a bunch of the lower ABV ones, and bring those over, or get those fancy ones from Europe.
Yeah, they're
8%. That are 8%, like the Loco
Tutti
White
Frutti.
and like Tutti Frutti and all these random ass flavors that they have out there. You gotta get somebody to ship those over to you.
Yeah, I know they're listening.
Yeah,
and they have bars. They have bars out in like Oklahoma that only serve beer. So that's the only way you could serve that stuff out there if it's below, 10% ABV.
Yeah, David.
I was gonna say, our buddy David showing up here. Was just about to go to bed, but I saw you were streaming, so here I am. So David, welcome here, and David,
Hi, David.
you'll have to wait for the next episode to drop that Roadhouse and I recorded last night because there'll be a treat in that episode for you, a beverage that you brought up that Roadhouse enjoyed
The
during
profit.
the profit of of that, but uh, only the best when it comes to
Yeah,
that
I'll
because
take all the responsibility, David, for you not going to get the rest you need for tomorrow. I hope you're dragging ass all day.
yes, yeah,
Cheers.
yeah. Well, hey, as long as you're not crack open a Four Loco over there, then you'll be okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He's
Well, hey, you got to get ready. You know, as I said, we're only hours away from the kickoff of
yes,
another NFL season,
just like that.
and that, as we said, Thursday games, Friday games, Sunday games, Saturday games, Monday games. I mean, how soon before there's a game on every day of the week? I mean, that would be the end game for it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw Krüde. They saying that they want to start having games on Labor Day weekend. Did you see that one?
Yeah, it's about they're going to go pay-per-view very soon, pretty much, except in the local markets. So if you want to watch like a Thursday night game, yep, it's not going to be local. Friday, tune in to Peacock. All that stuff. It's going to be pay-per-view real soon.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
yeah. Like I said, they're already getting to that point with the
Mhm.
Amazon and the Peacock and I mean, are they streaming on anything else? No, is that just the two? I know for a while they were doing like the NFL app you had to get for certain games a few years ago, but I don't know if they got rid of
It's going to be going to
that.
Netflix probably.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure they'll put out the money.
Hmm.
If they spent $100 million to get Monday Night Raw for for, for that, they'll go all out to get some sort of an NFL package on Netflix too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they
Yeah.
make the billionaire owners mega billionaires. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, they know the money's out there and that
Hmm.
people will pay as much as people don't want to. Uh, they know that they're going to get sucked in and have to pay for those services to get those games.
Dead air. I just wanted to
Hey,
call it out.
all right, have a drink.
So
Even his
Krüde, you
Labatt's is
excited?
like
No.
lower ABV. What the fuck?
Yeah, is that just the regular Labatt Blue?
Yeah, yeah. It's like if you go to Canada, it really kicks ass if you buy this shit. Then in
Yes.
America, they tone it down. Fuck.
Yes. So I
Yeah,
got
there's
a
people
funny
always said, yeah, you
story.
got to go across the border. I think
Yeah.
David might know. I know he's been going all over the place, traveling around, and I
Uh-huh.
think he got some. I don't know if it was Labatt, but I think it was some Molson, like the Molson Canadian, or it's like the Molson Golden. I think is the one that's like so much better in Canada.
Oh, they all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that about the Canadian beers. And
Okay, there you go. Molson
years
Export.
ago, years ago, a friend of mine was like, "Hey, you want to go up to North Bay with me this week?" And I was like, "Sure." I had no idea where it was, but when we crossed over into Canada, I think it was around Buffalo, New York. It was another 16-hour drive uh, to get there. It's crazy, but it was wonderful. Beautiful scenery, this and that, and me being a big drinker, we were sitting there, finally settled in. Uh, we go down to the store, we get some Molson Canadian, and I'm thinking, yeah, let's get a shitload of it. And I'm thinking, because you know how I drink Miller Lite or anything like that, ain't nothing to polish off a 12-pack. And we were playing cards. I think I had like 4 or 5 beers before I had to crack, the first piss out. And I was fucking trashed. I said, what the fuck is wrong with this beer? I had no idea it was that much better than our beer. And when I got back to the States and I was telling that story, and I seen Molson Canadian at the store and I bought it, and it is not the same. So disappointed. But yeah,
Right, here's a
Love it.
spoiler. If you ever go down to Dominican Republic and get Presidente beer,
yeah,
kicks ass.
nice.
Great. And then you buy it up here, it's like getting punched in the balls. It's like, God damn,
Always get fucking
what
I
a
right.
know,
difference.
You know who
you're like,
don't
oh shit.
disappoint?
Four local gold. That will.
Get fucked up.
Well, I was gonna say that you're not going really off the taste on that one. That's just saying, okay, is it gonna get you that good buzz that you need? The gold will do it. That works out.
It's already in the blood. I
It
feel
gets
it.
you to the finish line.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that first sip, you know that it's going down smooth.
Yeah.
That all bets are off. After
Family
that.
functions, Four Loco.
Hey,
I mean, you can tolerate anything.
yeah, just know your limits, where to hold it.
Or you take that
See?
Four Loco Gold and pour it into an empty Inca Cola bottle, then serve it at dinner.
Yeah, there you go.
Try to pull
Oh, it's
that off.
Inca Cola. It's pineapple.
Yeah.
yeah.
Put enough
This
ice in there, nobody will know the
pineapple's-
difference.
Yeah, this
Put the
pineapple's
peer
gone
pressure
bad.
on Dave. I guess I'm gonna grab a beer and watch.
Hey, that's the spirit. That's what we like to hear. You're like,
That's right.
I know. You're like, oh, okay, I'm going to bed. Oh shit,
Yeah.
we're
Because
streaming
there's some
here.
good
All right.
info. We're counting on Krüde to bring it through because we've got our predictions for the year.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see where he stands on this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, Krüde, every year he does his NFL predictions for the season. He likes to break it down,
Yes.
team by team for his NFL season preview.
So
And
his
this year
blog,
is no
in my
different.
opinion, on the blog that he put on bumwinebob.com, I'm curious because he really wasn't nice to any team. So
Hold on, there was a disclaimer for entertainment purposes only.
I got you. I got you. But usually you'll sugarcoat something. And so
No, I'll tell you what I really think. This is an off year. This is one of those years that's like a transition year. Like Joe Flacco won a ring and then Russell Wilson won a ring.
yeah.
This year it's going to be another one of those kind of guys. So it's either going to be, say, like Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, like one of those two guys in the AFC. And then in the NFC, maybe Dak Prescott or, something, like one of those kind of guys. It's one of those kind of Super Bowl years because you can't keep sending like Patrick, Mahomes, gift wrap to everybody. It's like 4 out of the last 5, Mahomes. I'm sick of this guy. The most out of shape player in the league. There's no doubt. You ever see him without a shirt on? God damn, I look better than him. And I'm 54 now. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy's getting $50 million. He looks like he's been drinking Four Loco by the case. It's like, come on, guys.
Like Tom Brady.
Oh, Brady's like Mr. Oh, I drink, I eat kale and, I drink special water from, Zimbabwe. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Take those hair plugs out of your hair.
Pre-rich Tom Brady. Pre-rich Tom Brady. Tom Brady trying to make a name for himself in the NFL.
Oh, like the original Tom Brady, where he had that kind of
he
like
was not a specimen of athletic.
No. They always show those clips of him at like the combine.
Yes.
When you saw him, and it's just looks like any other random guy. But then, hey, once you start getting that big money, then you can certainly start changing the way you look and eat.
Absolutely. No, I'm just. It was funny because I'm looking at the Carolina Panthers. He said, yes, there is a football team in North Carolina. No, they're not very good.
No, that's another one that's rebuilding still.
Yeah.
and has been rebuilding for at least the last decade. I mean,
Saturday,
uh,
my wife and I drove right past the stadium, and beautiful city, beautiful skyline, beautiful stadium. Uh, there's another one there.
yeah, what was it? Yeah, 2017 was the last time the Panthers made the
Yeah.
playoffs.
That's fine. Still beat
I
the
mean,
Browns
still sooner than the last time the Jets made the playoffs, but
or the Browns.
no, the Browns made a couple years ago. I think was the Browns' last playoffs.
I think the Jets are the team with the biggest drought.
I'm pretty sure. I think the longest. I think once the Lions made it a couple years ago, then I think the Jets. Yeah, the Jets have the longest, 13 seasons. Last appearance was in 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, the Mark Sanchez years, and what you can't get for Sanchez and Rex Ryan to be back out there on the on the field again.
Yeah,
I mean, feels like a lifetime ago watching those games and those two back-to-back AFC Championship games the Jets had and just died.
all right. So I'm going to sit back and listen to you two, y'all, because I just want to take it in. I'm going to do blind picks.
Turn up the volume. Let the whole house hear it.
Yes. I'm going to do blind picks at the end. Who I think will be in the Super Bowl. But
Okay.
I just want to hear from the experts.
Yeah, we can say that the experts, the experts here. I mean, we have our expert down here. He's got.
How's this camera work? Everything's ass backwards.
Yeah, see down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's the guy with the YouTube channel that likes to give his uncensored, unfiltered, thoughts on the goings on in the NFL, on the regular and the rigged, the riggedness of the league.
Yeah, you'd be surprised that how many people tune into that.
Yeah, people do. I mean, I go through and I watch things and I go through the comments and people are like, yeah, you're right. That makes sense. And you go back and you watch the stuff or you look at it and you're like, I mean, damn, that it's a great point. It makes sense.
And I always stress on my channel, I always say stuff like, it's not every play, it's not every player, but there are instances in games, something isn't right. And it changes the outcome, and it happens more often than not. And it's usually determined these days by the amount of money on a certain team in Las Vegas. So, Thursday night, I think the line is the Chiefs giving 3 to Baltimore in Kansas City. Now, the way I'm thinking is by tomorrow night, that line is going to go down to 2.5, and then Kansas City will win by a late field goal and cover, and all the Kansas City fans will win. That kind of BS, that's what usually happens. Everybody starts putting money down on Baltimore. Then the next thing you know, Mahomes drives 90 yards to kick a 20-yard field goal and win, by 3 points. But that's usually what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it a lot of those times you look at these things, you're like, how does this happen? And this seems a little too good to be true, or this happened a little too easy out there. And people are like, no, don't. No, it's not rigged. It's not predetermined. This is not wrestling out there. But you look at all stuff, you're like, it seems pretty damn close these days when they got all these angles going along. And then I thought I saw something today about the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift relationship might be over, and they were trying to find a way to break it to the people in the easiest way possible, so that people don't start to hate Travis Kelce after spending this whole year, building him up as this face of the league. You know, all of a sudden he starts dating her, then he's in, 50 different commercials and sponsorships and doing all this stuff. It is a little too coincidental.
Yes.
I mean, it's odd.
I didn't hear about that. That's
No.
on ESPN or anything?
I think I saw it pop up on a random mass
I've seen it
Twitter
on
thing
X.
today. Yeah, something popped. Like, I don't know how true or false that might be, but I could see it. You can see it happening when the time does come that the relationship eventually does fizzle out. That if it comes out that, oh, Travis Kelce did this or that, and they break up, all those Swifties are going to be burning those Kelce jerseys that they bought last year in flux.
Yeah, they say it
Wow,
was a
wow.
scripted
Like,
business agreement.
That's two people I never want to see ever again. You know,
Yeah.
it's like,
Doesn't matter to me that this is
yeah,
not.
who cares?
Yeah.
But they'll just replace him with somebody else, some other sucker who wants to go out with a big star. It's like
Yeah. They'll
business.
rotate somebody. Somebody else will rotate in. There'll be some other big music star, movie star.
If your memory goes back a few years, it was Tony Romo dating all like the country music stars.
Yeah.
And that was like big news 15 years ago. Like Tony Romo. Think of of all
Tony,
quarterbacks.
I know Tony Romo and what? Carrie Underwood,
Yes.
and Jessica Simpson.
Yeah. The same
and
shit.
all that stuff. Yeah.
It fizzles out, but it gets people to watch the show, and that's what the NFL wants. They want the ratings.
Yeah, exactly. It brings in the
Mm-hmm.
casual viewers, and it gets them to sit there and watch game. It was like last year. How many people watched games that never did before because of Taylor Swift's at that game? All right, now we're gonna watch on Sundays. We're gonna sit down and watch football.
Sure,
Watch
that's what it is. Yeah.
reactions up in the box.
Yeah. Oh, somebody caught a pass. Okay, let's show her, celebrating. Yeah, it's like, do we need to do this?
And,
When CBS pays $10 billion to the NFL to broadcast a game, yeah, you sure as hell going to put Taylor Swift on the show. They got to justify it.
Yeah. They know the more they put her on TV, the more people are going to tune in. This means the more ad revenue, the more money's coming in.
Mhm.
So it works out for everybody in that case, except for, you have the football diehards that are sitting there complaining that oh, why are they focusing on that? And it's like, you get it. It's not taking away anything from the game itself. It's just like, okay, someone makes a catch, they got to cut. It's like, okay, we could probably cut down on how many times we have to cut up to the box to see the reaction after every play. But I mean, it's whatever. We
I
know
always liked when they cut to the owners and the winners, the loser owners. You can see the excitement and the disappointment. I like that cut.
Or the ones they show that look like they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, like what the fuck am I paying you for?
Yeah, they're sitting up there in the
Like
box,
honestly.
like, I don't know, what am I doing? I don't know. I paid $1 billion for this team, and I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
So let's talk about those Jets.
Well, so what do you think? You think it's gonna end? It's gonna be another sad season for the Jets.
Sad season? No. I think they're going to do very well. Look at them. They're on like Miller Lite boxes now. Look at that.
It's big time.
They're moving up in the world.
See, it's big time.
They're the only team. They're the only team I think that could actually. Their defense can dominate Kansas City.
Yeah, I mean the defense last year kept them in the games. If they just had a competent quarterback to manage the games, they still could have done decent. There definitely wouldn't have been any Super Bowl run, but if you had somebody besides Zach Wilson back there quarterbacking the team, not making mistakes. There was definitely a chance because they were in a lot of games that were
Mhm.
close. It's like, oh, if you had a quarterback that could navigate this and make just a few plays, you don't have to do anything spectacular. And that's the same thing with Rodgers now. If he can stay healthy, don't need him to do anything too crazy. Just make some good plays. You got a good running back. You got a great defense. That should get you where you need to be.
Yeah, in the Jets division, basically what you're looking at is the Jets are going to be good, Buffalo will be good, and Miami supposedly will be good. But I'm not sold on Miami. One little injury to either Hill or Tua,
Mm-hmm.
they ain't the same team. That's a
Yeah.
problem. They go straight down to the toilet. One of those guys gets hurt, where the Jets can, even if Rodgers got hurt, they could still manage something. They have, on paper, the best roster in the NFL. On paper. That's why I'm saying, like, I can't rip on the Jets too much. I think they're actually going to be pretty good this year.
Yeah, they got Rodgers and they got, not that Tyrod Taylor is some, lights out quarterback, but he can be serviceable if needed, if he had to take over, because he's done well. He's
Well,
won games, so it could work. I'm hoping,
when you,
knock on wood,
yeah,
it's not a week one again like last year when the season went up in flames after the first minute. I'm watching the game. I cracked open a can of Mickey's. I took a picture of the can in front of like the TV as they were doing the whole big introductions. And not sooner do I crack it open, start drinking it. Boom, Rodgers, goes down. And then I finished the can. Then I took a video of it tossing that can in the garbage can outside. Like here goes the Jets season. And they came back and they won. They won that game, surprisingly. So it's like, oh, maybe the Jets have a chance this year still, but no. With the Jets, never to get your hopes up. That's what you learn at a
yeah, but
very young age.
it's got to change sooner or later. Every team comes around.
That's true. It's been 13 years for the Jets since the last playoff appearance, and it's just been all downhill since then. You got to come back around. You have a team like and they said, the Lions are a big, sexy pick, up and coming team, which I think you said too in the post. Always gets that a lot of the love now that could possibly make a run. Do you think the Lions do have a chance to, sneak in there this year?
Of course, because you got to look at the division they play in. Green Bay is still a question mark. Minnesota, who knows what's going to happen? And Chicago, again, you're starting a rookie. So Detroit has the most experience, and yeah, they're getting a lot of good press.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they're getting a lot of that good press, but they are. So something's brewing up there.
They finished really strong last year.
Sure.
Yeah, they had a good run. Everybody
Yeah,
likes
the
coach.
They seem to have gotten better towards the end of the season, really showing that they came together really well and they were having fun playing the game.
Yeah, and everybody likes the coach. The coach seems like a good guy, one of those coaches that likes to have fun here. And Davis said, "Oh, Mickey sounds good, and go Lions." Because I think Davis a Michigan the guy out there, so that would make sense there. But especially you're only really competing against the Packers, and while they did good last year, surprisingly, and they give Jordan Love a big contract after 1 year of starting. Definitely not sold on that team. So the Lions have a good shot to take that division at least.
The only reason I root for the Lions is because if they win, I get to see Lindsay Ryder's tits.
That's always a good thing.
She
Yeah,
puts them right out. So
yeah,
go Lions.
Go Lions.
Go Lions. Yeah, hey, that's more than a good enough reason to
Shit,
root
yeah,
for
it
the
is.
Lions. I mean, it's an NFC team for you there. I know you're the the struggling Browns
Yes.
fan over there, so you
Brownie.
have your AFC team, so you can have no problem rooting for the Lions to help out a friend
Yeah.
of yours there, even if you have an
You see, the
ulterior motive.
Browns. Yeah, the Browns made a mistake by giving the guy who stiffs the hookers
Yeah.
guaranteed money
What the fuck? What? You know,
because you're better off with the Jameis Winston playing quarterback for the Browns. He's a perfect quarterback for that city.
Yeah.
yes.
He just goes out there and fires it. He doesn't give a shit,
Yeah, I agree.
and
I
that'll
totally
stir up the
agree.
crowd.
Yep. You know, when
Because
Baker was there, and he's such a
Baker,
flake. He's such a flake. But the team was having fun and they were winning. I don't know where it went wrong there, but Baker's a flake.
Yeah, everybody thought he was the
Yeah.
the next big thing. I mean, after the Johnny
I got
football debacle there you go, rooting for Team Loco over there.
Yes.
wow, with the middle finger.
Yeah. The most USA American in the world. I'm taking that to the next game I go to. Four Locos kicking in.
Yeah, the Browns
I can
gave
see that
Watson.
now.
Yeah, Browns gave Watson $275 million guaranteed in the NFL, and he hasn't done shit. And they can't trade him because it's a guaranteed contract, so they got to play him. So you got to hope. I mean, as sad as bad as this sounds, you hope he tears both his MCLs and ACLs, and is
Yeah.
gone forever.
Yeah.
Because they'll just pay him off. He just goes because he's not going to win you a ring there. He's not stirring up the crowd. People hate him already.
I want his Achilles tendon to go all the way up to his butt.
Sure.
I mean, that's the problem. They need to quit giving that kind of money to these fucking dudes. Make them earn
Yeah, what's
it.
wrong with Haslam? Was he drunk?
Yeah.
This guy's got all these charges against him. They gave him $275 million guaranteed. Guaranteed, man. In the NFL, that never happens. That's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
I know,
what's
especially
going
for
on?
that. Yeah.
I'm not going to say, drunk. What? Look at John Daly. He's a drunk. Goes out there and fucking kills it.
Oh, John Daly, but Daly's been around for 30 years, you know?
Yes, he's
a
old
survivor.
school, but I get so frustrated that none of these kids that come out today and play and get fed this money like this have any grit.
Oh, it's true.
Any grit. None of them.
They're told to protect the goods.
I mean,
protect themselves.
These guys I used to watch when I was a kid, I'm 53 years old, go out there and they take a hit between two helmets and their fingers explode and maybe even be laying on the field and they don't even give a shit. They would just go keep playing.
Sure. But now with HD TV and kids watching, they don't want that.
Yeah,
no.
You gotta play it safe.
Yep. And there is a player in the NFL this year who's going to wear those big helmets, they wear during practice. I want to see that guy on the field. I forget the player who said he was going to wear it. I'm like, what's the point, man? Like.
Oh, dinner.
Yes. Yeah, it's all.
Does Four Loko come with the disclaimer about burping and belching that loud?
No, that's a signature.
That doesn't matter what he's drinking.
Disclaimer and signature, guaranteed belching, and alcohol.
My Canadian beer is very polite.
Yeah, there's all that goes out the window, Krüde. As soon as that can cracks the top,
all bets are off at that point, man. It doesn't matter
gone.
Doesn't matter for that. And as you're saying, after the Texans are probably so happy that they offloaded him, you know, and actually have a better shot now at potentially winning without
Speaking of
Mr.
Houston,
Rubbertug.
yeah, Houston. Actually, since I'm a Raiders guy,
Yeah.
last year during the draft, the Raiders had a trade in place to move up to take Stroud as their quarterback, and good old Josh McDaniels sandbagged it. hmm And who did they end up taking? I forget, but it was kind of like, are you a fucking moron? You needed a quarterback, and he brings in Jimmy Garoppolo. You know,
Yeah.
it was almost like he was brought in to kill the Raiders. That's what he did.
Yeah, it
But
set
CJ
him
Stroud
back.
was supposed to be a Raider.
Yeah. Well, it seems like the Raiders always seem to do that. That they always seem to bring in a coach every few years that somehow decides to set the franchise back.
Yeah, it's true.
And make
Sure.
bonehead decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, but now you got Mr. Minshew over there now to lead the team going into this year. I mean, do you have any faith in your Raiders this year?
Well, they'll have a better defense and no offense. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't get rid of Josh Jacobs and expect to play better.
No, and especially if you're not, because who did they bring in at running back? That was I'm trying to think of
The
who.
guy named Zamir White, who's going to be playing the main halfback role,
Okay,
but he's already on the team. He's like a big bodybuilder, dude. He's just a bull. But they have no real offensive line. The quarterbacks are mishmash of garbage. And you got Devontae Adams, who's probably going to get traded, probably to the Jets. So you'll see.
yeah, you'll see. Well, he's
If
been
the
talking.
Jets are like,
Wants to go play with his buddy Rogers.
think about it. If the Jets are like 7-2 and the Raiders are 2-7,
Oh yeah,
your next first round pick is coming to the Raiders for him. You'll see.
yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I mean,
Because Aaron Rodgers is going to say, "Hey, I need a playmaker." Yep, there it is. His old buddy.
yeah, and they were already making the rumblings last year about it too. Before
Mm-hmm.
Rogers got hurt, and it was like, oh well, Devontae Adams is saying, oh, he wants to play with Rogers again, and just didn't quite happen. Then surprised he didn't make some sort of a trade in the offseason this year for him. But I could definitely see that. Yeah, once
Mm-hmm.
when trade deadline time comes around, and okay, who's sitting at what spot, could see that happening.
Yeah, 100%. I would count on that if that was the scenario. Devontae Adams is just about. He's got the money. He doesn't care about money. He wants the ring, and he'll do anything to get there. So they'll trade him for the right compensation, and I think the Jets will give him a first round pick for him.
I would hope not. I mean, that's a little that's a reach at that point. I mean, if you're really that desperate, if you're really pushing for that, I would definitely not give a first round pick for Devontae Adams. I'm sure you could throw I could see a second rounder and a second and fourth type deal going through, but I know I think if you give up,
How desperate are you for a playmaker? That's all it comes down to. And the GM of the Jets, he's not the most astute guy, you know. He's made some fuck ups lately.
I was gonna say, yeah. If there's something that they really want, they'll give up more than what would have been needed for it. You see,
That's
Roadhouse,
the
they're looking
Jets'
at the
way.
bottom of that gold there. You trying to make sure you're trying to make sure there's nothing else hiding in that bottle there. No,
Yeah, it's gone.
no pot of gold there at the end of the rainbow to
Leprechaun pop
get
out.
you.
Here, have some of that. Shit.
I'm fucked.
My
Yeah.
usual shit. There it is.
No, the book. There we go. There's it.
Oh yeah,
Booker's.
yeah. Booker's, good job.
Not tonight though. I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, see, that's why they say doing the, you gotta be careful. Be careful out there. You see.
Yeah, I drive around all day. I can't be like that fucked up.
Yeah, don't want that. You don't want to be sitting there.
Yeah, we're
having
not in
that
our
hangover.
40s anymore.
No joke. I went to work. I think I wrote a blog about it. I cracked a beer when I learned Mojo Nixon died. 6:30 in the morning. I was drinking a beer driving down Route 80 in New Jersey. Nobody was hassling me. I
Yeah.
rolled down the window, chucked the bottle out. Still dark out, you know.
Yeah, it's still dark out. Man. And I was gonna say too. I know you also wrote the other blog about the morning after the 300th episode when we had the whole gang here to celebrate there. I know you said that was a little bit of a
Yeah, I was
rough,
still fucked up. Yeah, and I was driving down the road.
Next day when you had to work or whatever that next day.
Yeah, you have to spray on like extra cologne because the booze is coming right through your pores.
You were
And I'm
doing
like
the
face
other-
to face with people, and I'm trying to
You
sell
did
them like
Wild
large
Turkey.
ticket kitchens, and goddamn, wasn't fun.
Wasn't you throwing down on Wild Turkey?
Yeah, it was a 101.
Yeah. Special
That's some
place in my
wicked stuff.
heart. One.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was we were going
That's the
through
real
it.
deal. That shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, when just crew was just sitting there, that just kind of sitting in the
Yeah.
background, just sipping and drinking that episode. We had that wide cast of characters out there for the 300th episode.
So when I had my bourbon revelation, when I really started enjoying bourbon, I was the Wild Turkey 101 guy. The problem was I was transitioning from beer to bourbon, and I was drinking pints glasses of Wild Turkey like I would beer every night. It was just great. And I'm like, why am I going through a handle every 2 days? And I really got in bad shape for a while. So I knew I had to do something stupid. I got thrown in jail for like 6 months, sobered me up, and and then I got back on track again. But I was
But
really
that Wild Turkey, you could just nip that all day right out of the bottle. It's just something
that's what I
about
was
it.
doing. Yes.
Yeah, because most booze, and most strong booze, you're not just drinking out of the bottle. That stuff I can. I don't know what it is.
He said Nichols. He said 101 proof is the perfect proof,
Mm-hmm.
and I agree with that. I honestly do. Something about Wild Turkey 101.
Yep, not the 80. The 80 kind of it has a little bit more warmth and burn to it, I
Right,
think.
yeah.
That's
Even
why
like the bottle I sent over to Bourbon Bob there. I sent him some Noah's Mill. It was 114.5 proof, but it's smooth as silk. No burn, no bite, no burn. But yeah, you get down in below the 80 proof stuff, it just seems to be harsher.
Yeah, because it's not as refined. We'll say. What is that?
Quarter horse.
Yes.
That's 92. That's 92 proof. There.
It's almost there.
Yeah.
That's made just down the road from my house.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one. I don't know, Krüde, if you heard this. This is one I got at Bottle King.
What, Hackettstown?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was like
I drove by that the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the bourbon of like the week or whatever at the time, and it was like regular price 50, club price 30, on sale for 25. And I saw it there, and it had a whole table spread of it. And I texted Roadhouse. I said, "Is this, have you heard of this before?" I never heard of it. And he's like, "I don't know." And then I asked some friends, and they were like, "Hell, for $25,
25
you
bucks.
know, who cares? Just get it. And if it's good, great. If not, just mix it, with whatever, and use it that way." And surprisingly, it's not bad at all. I'll just use this as like a little sipping from time to time with it. So not bad at all. If you see it in your
The
your
shitty thing
travels, and for
about
that
that
cheap,
quarter
give
horse
it a shot.
is it's made in a distillery less than 40 miles from my house. I have never seen it in this area.
Well, I'll tell you, I got to drive around everywhere for my job, and I go into Pennsylvania a lot, and they have truck stops called Rudders. You ever heard of them?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually saw it's the weirdest thing because in New Jersey, you cannot sell alcohol at like 7-Elevens. You go to
Okay.
like 20 miles into like Pennsylvania at Rudders, they got Four Loko like at the stop. And you're like, what the hell? Because me and Bob are from New Jersey. We're not used to that. You got to go to a liquor store to get your booze, and then you just go into like a rest stop to get a bag of Doritos, and you're like, you see Four Loko chilling there, and you're so tempted to get it, and then you got to remember, no, I'm on the job. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
and
I
the other
said too.
thing,
Like, sometimes you'd go through, you'd be like, for the price, you're like shit, for the price of a Four Loko, it's the same price as like a
Red
bottle
Bull,
of like a
yeah.
Red Bull or a Coke, like a soda.
Yeah, and the other thing is,
You're like, shit, I'll
yeah,
just
they
buy
have
the
like,
Four Loko.
yeah, those Rudders have like slot machines too, and it's like, god damn, man, drinking, gambling, it's like you don't have that in New
Yeah,
Jersey.
off the chart.
Yeah.
Around here, it's any truck stop, there's no booze sale. Period. Any truck stop, you cannot buy booze.
What state is that? Kentucky? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
really? You can't buy booze at a truck stop?
No,
Wow, that's shocking.
there's no beer.
I'm
There's no
surprised.
nothing at a truck stop. Now, there could be a gas station right next door to the truck stop. They'll be stocked to the gill, but no truck stop sell booze.
That's insane.
It's kind of smart because if it's a trucker like me,
If you were driving the truck, you'd be pulling in like, oh shit, the Four Loko.
I'm riding 80,000 pounds dirty.
Yeah. You're like, oh shit,
Hungover.
yeah.
I'm not driving drunk, but I guarantee I'm sitting in a parking lot all night with lot lizards hammering down 2 or 3 Four Locos. The next morning, I'm going to be driving hungover.
Yeah. It's going to be a rough one.
Yeah, fucking A. Dirty.
Yeah, so my next road trip might be a week from Sunday down to Baltimore to see the Raiders against the Ravens.
Okay.
That's like, was it about 4.5 hours down? And it's not the time it's spent driving down there, it's the amount of tolls you pay. I think it's the last time I did it, it was about $50 in tolls.
I was gonna say that's got to be at least $50 in tolls to get from New Jersey to down there.
It's insane. Like it's like you're not worried about the 4.5 hour drive. It's the tolls, and it just bankrupts you. It's like crazy. And then by the time you get to the game, you're getting raped, on everything else, like parking, the booze, the hot dog,
parking, booze, food, whatever.
It turns into a $1,000 weekend, like just to see a game with 2 tickets and everything else,
God, man.
But they do blue crab there.
Okay, so you go down, you get the experience. You're paying for the experience.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like when you go to NFL stadiums, you got to know. Like if you go to Philadelphia, down where the Eagles play at the Link, there's a Tony Luke's cheesesteak place right outside that. I don't know if you guys ever been down there,
Nope.
but oh my God, that guy makes the best like broccoli rabe with pork sandwiches in the world. So like that's the only reason I go to these stadiums is like for the food. I mean, I actually went to Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego to see the Raiders about 25 years ago. And that's where I had like fish tacos at a stadium. It was insane. I'm going, damn, this ain't
Yeah.
bad. You go to Giant Stadium in New Jersey, you have the Harry M. Stevens concession stand, and you're getting crappy hot dogs, like bullshit burgers, and like cold pretzels at a premium price. You know?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like that's what all these stadiums bring. Like everything has their own little niche.
Yep.
Actually, Oakland Coliseum was a pit. That had nothing really. But the other places do. That's what draws people there.
Yeah, you need to have that little extra say. Oh, you go to this stadium, you get the experience, you get whatever their signature food is or drink or whatever. And
Yeah.
that's what you kind of go there for.
So Saturday when we were in Charlotte, and my wife and I, the Saturday afternoon was strictly for LSD, driving around, find liquor store discoveries in that area. Like I told you yesterday, we were just in such a bougie side of town. I couldn't find the fucking hood. But we were getting hungry, and I'm like, Google a dive here, a must eat place here in Charlotte, like a staple of the community or something like that. Let's just find this place and eat. And nothing came up but like sports bars and shit like that. Then I seen a fucking Jack in the Box. I'm like, fuck it, let's just go in there and get a burger, which was really freaking good. But anytime I'm out of town or I'm anywhere like that, I want to eat at that place. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you want to go to whatever the local spot is. You want something different.
Yeah,
you can eat the same shit at home.
I can't get
time.
Jack in the Box here, so that's why I settled with that. But I wanted local barbecue or local something or another, and man, fuck Google.
You just had to drive around to find that spot. Yeah.
I was in Houston about 20 years ago, and I told the cab driver to find me MD 2020, right? He goes, I'll take you to the 10th Ward. Okay, whatever you say. I mean, he took me to the heart of the ghetto, but he got me MD 2020. He knew where to go,
Yeah.
So usually cab drivers are the ones to ask.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they should know.
I
They
even
know
asked
the area.
my son. I asked my son, I'm like, so where's the hood at? He's like, I don't know. Like, God dang, man, there's got to be, and I was driving around. I was kind of on an outer loop of Charlotte. I was on Providence Road, and I would start recognizing I was getting close to the airport. I told my wife, I need to see a gun store, liquor store, gun store, liquor store. We're going to be close to the hood. And sure enough, I mean, it started looking ghetto, started getting, promising, and then boom, right back to nice houses and shit. Like, God damn. I just want to, find the worst places so I can walk into these stores.
Yeah, like you got to know what you're looking for.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
You got to
And
know the
every
location. You got to
city,
know.
it doesn't matter where it's at in the country. Every city, when you're in that side of town. It's always the same. Some might be rougher than others, but it's a chance you take when you start looking for the good stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, you want to hope for the best and see. And I stopped today at. I mean, I knew there was 0% chance that I was going to find any Night Train or Thunderbird, but I stopped in the one spot that I knew that years ago had it, and I was happened to be passing by there on my way home today, and I was like, oh shit, I haven't stopped in here recently. Let me just look and see, because 4 years ago was the time when they ended up having the random Blue Label Thunderbirds after it had already been discontinued a couple years ago. This like cases showed up in this place, and I was like, holy shit, where did this come from? But I went in there and I was looking around, and yeah, there's no sign of anything related to Thunderbird or Night Train
Yeah.
there. But you hold out hope, and Krüde knows. He goes out there and he's searching in those spots, just trying to find that one spot that might have the
Oh yeah.
elixir there. If it's
Yep.
Cisco or Night Train or Thunderbird.
Okay. In New Jersey, it's always on a street called Monroe Street. Every Monroe Street in every bad town has your shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't ask me why.
I'll make note.
Yeah, yeah.
Monroe Street.
If you see a liquor
Next
store
time-
on Monroe Street, stop
Yeah.
in there and look.
Every
Gotcha.
time. Monroe Street, like Patterson, Passaic, New Jersey, wherever.
Mhm.
They always have the best stuff. I mean, like the
Nice.
bottom shelf stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well,
so
And,
that
good.
is
there's actually dudes like staggering out of the place, with a brown bag in their hand. That's
Yeah.
you know, you hit the
Bottles,
jackpot.
yeah, they walked out the door. The bottle's open already. They're already going at it.
Yeah, they got the bottle open before they handed the change back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the place.
Yeah. They're hoping that they have enough in their pocket to cover the rest. Like, oh shit, I already opened this, but okay, here's $2.89. All right, perfect. All right, thanks guys. See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
always
for all
hold out
that
hope.
stuff. Actually, your best bet right now is Atlantic City, as usual. A couple of those places down there still stock, especially Wild Eye. They still have it
Yes.
in those big jugs and stuff. And they've probably been sitting there since the first time I saw them 10 years ago. It was like
Yeah, yeah.
same jugs.
Exactly.
I
scraped
said that
it.
the other
Same
day, I
jug.
need to get some more Wild Irish Rose because I love it. So good. I like the red. I like temperature. Everything else got to be ice cold. We had this discussion the other day, but we need to line up another either WrestleMania event like you guys did back in the early days, or a Bum Wine Olympics, or a get together out here in the country, or something. But we need to get this put together and quit beating limp dicks and run around like dumbasses. We need to get this put together because we've
You
got
have to.
the
You have to have
community.
a place to do it.
Yeah, I have the land to do it. It could be like drunk stock, not
Drunk
Woodstock, but drunk stock. I have enough land where people can bring tents. I bring in porta pots, portable showers, whatever. I have that opportunity to do that here, but it's boring.
You're talking to New Jersey guys. We don't go camping.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, yeah, you have the land there, or you get everybody to Atlantic City where you have the comfort of one of the 5
correct.
Atlantic City
That's what I'm saying.
hotels.
Would I
and
love you guys to come out
The
here and hang out?
plethora of
Absolutely.
stores to try to find the best bottom shelf booze possible out there.
I do stock the softest toilet paper in the state, though.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I
you can
spare
bring
no-
you can bring
spare
some
no
with you.
expense.
You can bring some with you to Atlantic City. So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see. Yeah, we'll see if we can
But I
get the
would
people
love-
out there.
I would
Get the
love
people
to
out
put
there
together
to
a
Yeah.
get together like you guys did, and with WrestleMania that year in Atlantic City.
Oh, that was at Harrah's. Yeah, Harrah's
Yeah.
is a good place to go because they have indoor pools and stuff like that. It's pretty good. Nice
But
place.
That was years before I was involved. Maybe in the area where I just discovered Bum Wine Bob, but or I would have been there.
You never been there?
No,
You never
no.
been?
I've been to
Wow.
Jersey. But I've never been to Atlantic City. What are some of the places in Jersey I've been? Englishtown, New Jersey.
What, for the races? For the
yes.
drag races?
Drag
right?
races? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom's River.
Okay.
Sure.
I came up there and bought a car one time. That's really it. It was all either automotive.
Well, you went flying past Atlantic City. Let me tell you, you went another hour. out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm going down.
I have no problem if we put something together. I have no problem making it happen to where
Okay, well, I will say this. It's going to have to happen in like the months between October and March because that's the off season there.
yeah.
And all the prices go way down.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let's start putting it together for 2025.
Yeah.
Honestly,
We'll get the people out there. If you're out there, you're listening, you're watching, get up off your ass and tell
let's
us you
start
have some
putting this together.
interest. You have some interest in doing this here because you don't want it to be like the last time when we have people saying that they're coming, and then push comes to shove, people start backing out at the last minute. So we want that you're out there, you're in it to win it, to go to Atlantic City, see the beautiful sights, take on we said last week, we were gonna say Krüde will take you on some tours of the most
I want to go
famous
to that
liquor
tour
stores.
where he says, "Go down the sidewalk this far and stop. Don't go
Yeah.
past." That's where I want to be.
Yeah, don't want to go any further. So
Yeah. So, I mean, I pay attention. I do.
I laugh about it now, but it's true. I mean, it is not an exaggeration.
Yeah, I guarantee it isn't.
Okay, there I am. Okay. Yeah, it's not an exaggeration, that stuff. It's like it's like Skid Row,
Yeah. So I grew up
gotta know.
in Akron, Ohio, just and go to Cleveland a lot. And in Cleveland we have the flats. And they're same. It's got to be the same as Atlantic City. You're in the flats. That's where all the bars are and all the bitches and all the good times. But if you went one block over and you got into where the Rastafarians are, or you were fucked. You're coming out butt naked with a raped out booty hole. If
You gotta
if
know.
you still have a pulse. Yeah. So
You gotta know.
Damn.
You gotta know.
Yeah,
You gotta know
AC's
where to
good
be.
it's good for the women too. They'll dig it. But keep them, put a couple $100 in their pocket, send them to the outlet stores for the day.
yeah.
Believe
Rub
me.
and tugs.
Rub and tug. No. I was gonna say they'll probably like the Tropicana the best.
Yeah.
Plus, you have sports books there now too, so you could bet any game anywhere,
That's
which
true.
is super sweet. Yeah.
That's what the thing is. If I hung out with you, Krüde, I would pick your brain and just be more familiar about betting. Honestly, I don't want to know anything about betting.
Well, I had no choice. I had to grow up around my old man who taught me everything. So
Yeah. Now, the only betting I do is when I run over to Churchill Downs and they're running races. I'll only bet if I can sit there at the paddock and see the horses that are running. I pick horses by visual and do pretty good that way. But
Hey,
looking
works.
at the flyer for the day or the night and picking horses by favorites, that's whack. I have to see a horse I'm going to bet on.
well, I tell this to anybody who bets the NFL. You have to go to a real sports book where you buy the ticket, not push the button on your cell phone and
Yeah.
cash in that ticket. That's real gambling, not this bullshit like FanDuel. Or we're going to dump some money into your bank account. Fuck that. No, you want the cash in your fucking hand. You don't want to deal with that stuff. Yeah, because that's what I learned years ago. It's like, that's what I'm used to, chips, gambling like that. When I was doing FanDuel, it was just like, oh, I won, but there's nothing in my hand.
Yeah.
I would have them mail me a check just so I'd have a check in my hand. As weird as that sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted the tangible feeling of knowing
Something,
you
yeah.
won this. Yeah.
You know, if I
And they'll
got a
do it for you
job,
too. FanDuel will mail you a check.
if I had a public job and they gave me a choice between direct deposit and hard check, I would take the hard check
Every time.
because I love the process of hard check in my hand, go to the bank, sign it, get cash in my hand, or I put it in my account.
Mhm.
But I like to have that option.
Yeah, I used to have an employer when I would get commission checks, and he would hand out gift cards because he was trying to hide the money he was giving out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have $5,000 in gift cards, and I'm like,
Like, what the fuck am I doing
what the
with this?
yeah,
I can get this at the pawn shop.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking bootlickers down the road. I can fucking buy $5,000 worth of gift cards for $1,500.
that's the
Yeah,
thing. Yeah. So it's always like cash is king. That's how I operate. I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
try
Mhm.
try going into a Taco Bell now and paying cash.
Yeah.
I go to the one in Bob might know in Washington. You ever go to the one in Washington, New Jersey? There's a Taco
Uh,
Bell there.
yeah, I haven't and I've been past it, but I have not been in it, no.
Okay, you try paying cash there.
Okay.
Like you'll stand there for 10 minutes and then somebody will walk by. Oh, you paying cash? And they give you a weird look,
Yeah.
like you're an
What do you
asshole. It's
mean?
like fuck.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Dude,
I got the money right here. You want it or not?
even in the sticks where I live, I walk in Taco Bell and they got a kiosk there.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
ordered at the kiosk, and then the options at the bottom was the payment options, and I chose cash because I had cash on me. I was going to give them cash, and I sat down, and like 15 minutes later, I'm like, "Hey guys, where's fucking chili cheese burrito and all this other bullshit?" Oh, we haven't made it yet because you haven't paid for it.
Sure, that's how they do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I throw some fucking paper on the counter. I'm like, make the fucking shit. I want to fucking go.
Let's go today,
Trying to get
please.
home before this buzz kicks in.
Yeah.
Actually, at MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey, it's cashless. I think it's still cashless,
Yeah, I know.
and
Last time I went
everything's
there, it was. Yeah.
right. Did you go recently?
It's been a few years.
I went 2 years ago. I saw I think it was Guns N' Roses, and it was still cashless. And I'm going, damn, you know, like I had a pocket full of cash, and nope, that nobody would take it.
Yeah.
I got to
No, they
swipe
had
a
those.
card.
Yeah, or you had to use. They have those machines there that they give you, like you put in the cash and it gives you like a gift card type
Like,
Oh,
thing.
they have that now? I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
I don't know if it was not there, but it was at PNC Bank Arts Center. I know going there for concerts
Oh, I
last
haven't
year or
been
the
there
year
in a few
before.
years.
Yeah, they went cashless there, but they have these little like reverse ATM machines where you put in your cash and then it spits out like a little prepaid card that you can now use to pay for the stuff at the venue.
Yeah, I
I
was
mean,
told it
why?
was
I don't know.
because
I mean,
yeah, I was told it was because the people collecting the money were pocketing it, and I thought that was
I
bullshit
mean,
because there's cameras all over the place.
that's true. Yeah, if you really want to see somebody doing it, it's very easy to, find out
Hmm.
who's pocketing the money. Oh, we'll pull up the cameras, pull up the video, and see.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like back in the day, you go to like a ball game, and there used to be a guy with beer walking the stands. Can't get that anymore.
Yeah, yeah. You always love that. We just go through it and be like, yeah, beer here, beer here.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay, what?
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
okay, all right. Yeah, okay. Here's $10. You're still paying $10 for the beer, but you gave him a $10 bill, and okay, you got your
And
beer.
half the beer is gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
they
trying to
still
pass
had
it
that in
along.
Oakland. Oakland Coliseum has that. The last time when I was there for the Raider game, they had a guy walking up and down the stands with the beer, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
I was like, that's
I haven't
long
been.
gone
Yeah, man,
around here.
I haven't been to a. It's been at least four. I guess at least 5 years probably now since I've been
I
to
would throw the
a
guy
game of some sort.
pour me 2 beers and you keep the rest. do us a solid. Give us 2 beers, keep the rest.
Yeah, 2
You know,
beers, keep the rest, keep the tip, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, I was in Orlando for WrestleMania like 20 years. How many years ago was that? I don't know. The first one they did in Orlando at that stadium, and the setup they had for concessions was like the local Lions Club. So they'd be flipping burgers and then selling beer out of like trash cans. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
What?
whatever. But I think they've Krüde frozen there on us. It looks
Cards.
like.
Well,
Who's making the money off all this crap? You know?
all I'm saying is,
Yeah, it's crazy.
between the 3 of us, we have to put something together for a
An
get
event,
together, or
an event get together of some kind to
yes,
get the crew, because we have such
we
a
have,
group of core loyalists. It's just getting everybody together to focus. And Krüde, I think he's
right.
back, he's out. There he is. Krüde's here.
We got our bum wine mafia. We got the bum wine mafia. We need to bring them together for one event.
Yeah.
Whatever we choose, we need to look into what kind of event is going to happen in somewhere around the Atlantic City area,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll set up a date and migrate there and
get
have
together.
a good time.
Exactly. So anybody out there, if you have some suggestions,
Yes, we need,
let us
Well,
know.
here's the Kapn Krüde suggestion. I got to be at a convention in Vegas next January. No, it's no joke. I go to K-Biz, which is the kitchen and bath industry show.
Okay.
And I got to man one of the booths next year. But I'll be in Vegas for like 5 days.
Nice.
Okay, there you
Company
go.
paid, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, it works. That works. So
Whenever the K-Biz show is, that I got to go.
He'll be there. So if you happen to be there, hit up Krüde and let him know, and then we'll see. We'll put something together there and see what we can do. But see, so we get some final season predictions here before we sign off. I mean, what are some NFL season predictions? I mean, Roadhouse, I know you said you were kind of sitting on something.
I am going to pick, this is our year, Cleveland Browns to the Super Bowl for the win.
Really going
Well,
out
who's
there.
the NFC team?
Hanging it out there. I've said that for the last, 40 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, who's going to be the team they're going to beat?
Yeah. That's me.
All right. I mean, I was going to say, I don't want to be picking the Jets, but but I like the thought of a Jets Lions Super Bowl.
Love it.
I mean, either way, I can see the Lions maybe getting there to the Super Bowl, and maybe it's the year they finally they take it. We'll see. So
If I got to say anything, I'll say Baltimore against the Cowboys.
Oh wow! Okay, all right.
I didn't want to say Baltimore, but Baltimore's on my radar.
Yeah,
it's a transition year.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're always out there. They're always
honestly,
in the mix.
Being a Cleveland fan, and that's where I'm from, I honestly say I can't pull for Baltimore.
Of course not. Art Modell, of course.
Yeah, Art. He ran it deep all the way up to the nuts on me.
Yeah,
as a fan. So, but Baltimore is solid, but I'm never going to say it.
Yeah, you'll bite your tongue and you'll be like, I guess they could maybe make it.
Browns all the way.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, you got to stick with your.
I want all our teams to win. I want all our teams to be in the playoffs. It'd be exciting, but
I'm a realist. I already know that ain't happening.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you get the Browns, the Jets, and the Raiders in the playoffs, then
I want hard-nosed, grit, in-your-face games, And that's all I really want this year.
All right. If the Jets, the Browns, and the Raiders all make the playoffs, we'll do a pre week 1 of the playoffs podcast to
I will
preview
shotgun
to preview
wild
those
approach.
games. Yeah.
I tell you
Fucking-
what, if they're taking odds for that, that's going to be about 10 zillion to 1 of happening.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
The silver and black will not be in the playoffs. I already know it.
Mm,
Man, there's always a chance. You never
yeah,
know.
No,
You never know.
all the shit they've been fed over the years, and they might pull it off. I don't know.
you don't see me wearing my Raiders hat today, do you?
No.
No, they're in the closet over here.
Yeah.
Play Freebird.
Play
Play
Freebird. There you
Freebird.
go. Yeah, you go. Get the encore out there.
Okay,
And
I'll teach you
don't
how to
forget-
play it on guitar. It's a G, it's a D, it's an E minor, and then an F. There you go. You've just
Yeah,
played Freebird.
Awesome,
you get
guys.
the Freebird. You'll get the Freebird there, and don't forget to check out the rest of the Krüde 2024 NFL season preview blog over at bumwinebob.com, where he breaks down all 32 teams, gives his thoughts and his hot takes on them as we go into the 2024 NFL season. The football season is here. It is upon us, hours away as of right now, or happening if you watch this after the fact or before the games, after the games. Consume it any way you like out here. But like Krüde, man, it's always great having you on here. Good chatting with you. Tell everybody where they can find the Krüde Tube and all the stuff you got going on.
Oh, Krüde Tube on what's it? YouTube? Yeah.
Krüde Tube on YouTube flows.
No,
perfect.
it's Krüde Tube 75 or something like. I don't know. Just put it in Krüde Tube with the umlauts. You'll get it. You'll see my face.
$7.95. Krüde Tube
$7.95. Okay, yeah.
$7.95. There
Fuck.
you go.
To get confused with every other Kapn Krüde, you know.
The links in the video. I got the link to the Krüde Tube channel in the YouTube
Oh, cool.
video
Yeah,
here.
thanks.
So you'll
I don't
just
know how
click
to
on
do that shit. Yeah, it's too
you go
technical.
right across there. See,
That guy,
see
he
that?
knows
Hey,
how to
who
do all
that guy over there.
This
But
guy.
and hey, he's Kapn Krüde Roadhouse. I know you
I'm
got
just
that
glad
you
this
got
right here.
that loco flowing through your veins over there. You got that
Absolutely.
loco gold, that new blinged out can.
Blinged out, bedazzled.
Blinged out,
Bedazzled
bedazzled
can.
Four Loco can. Look at that. See if you can find it on your shelves. I haven't found that new can yet. Once I do, I will be picking one up.
Yeah,
to
Gucci mine.
crack open
Krüde,
there.
it was really good to sit back with you again, have a drink, hear your voice. Look forward to next time for sure.
Yeah, and the big event in the future. If you're interested, hit us up.
Yes.
Let us know, and we'll make it happen. So tell your friends to check out the website at bumwinebob.com. Subscribe to the Bumwine Bob YouTube channel. It's free. You know, there's no paywall here. It's all up in the front. It's all in the up and up here. Had some orange creamsicle here. Pretty good, I gotta say. Pretty solid beverage. That's 6.9%. And then don't forget about the Flying In Jets Miller Lite here to bring you out there with the JETS, Jets. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.
Peace.
Motherfuckers.